Today on the channel, a light in the black with Malakai Black, AEW Supreme Series 2.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another AEW Supreme unboxing and review. And today we've got an exciting one I've been highly anticipating here at the table, as we've got AEW Supreme Series 2, Malakai Black. But for all your Malakai Black AEW WWE wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all of the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And we'll compare him to some other Aleister Black figures later on in this very video. So without further ado, let's get a look at the packaging here. We know the Supremes by now. We've seen Cody. We've seen Britt Baker. We've seen Kenny Omega. Now we turn our attention to one of my favorite modern day wrestlers in Malakai Black. I always still want to call him Aleister Black. He's always going to be Aleister to me, but he is technically Malakai Black. But very cool packaging as usual with these Supremes. Big box window there, looking really good. Love that it looks like he's coming out on the entrance. Love the horns, love everything. We got face paint, we got tattoos. We're checking all the boxes here in this figure. Just looking really good. Of course, the Supreme logo, AEW Supreme, all that. On the side, how about that? I love that they store everything over there. I always think that looks really cool. He is number 4. This is, of course, Series 2. On the other side, we got 3 heads with this one. So we technically have, what, 3, 4, 5 heads, kind of, it looks like in here. I guess we'll find out very soon. But boy, oh boy, we talk about these Supremes. You can mix and match, get other bodies. You can get a lot of different looks for Aleister or Malakai Black out of this package. So there's that side. Then the back, nothing really going on. You got his autograph, Supreme, all that kind of fun stuff. You got him sitting down. Love the old antler ears going on. And this is from AEW Dynamite 9/8/2021, Cincinnati, Ohio. Absolutely beautiful this time of year, Cincinnati, Ohio. Quite the place. I spent some time in Cincinnati at the old starting lineup conventions back in the day when I was a little kid with my dad. So the more you know, the more you know. But looking good here. Nothing else to really talk about. And as usual with these Supremes, they take a lot to get out of the package. So I'm going to take this offline, get them out of the package. We'll be back talking all things Malakai Black. All right, we're off to the races. We've got Malakai Black out of the packaging here. We got a lot to break down. There is so much stuff with this Supreme Series 2 Malakai Black figure. First, we'll talk about the figure right out of the package here. As you can see, he's got his nice little tattered kind of robe going on, a little half robe vest. But the first thing I notice is, and something that makes me very worried knowing these Jazzwares figures, especially as of late, it looks like we are wrapped up like he is. I don't know what he's getting ready to do here, but let me get this off first. But he is wrapped up like you would not believe. Put this off to the side. Nice torn, tattered, like I said. Also really cool inside this pack comes a little stage. I guess they all did. I guess I never pulled the other ones out, but who knows? You can use this as a riser. You can get some extra use out of this. So I'm going to put it off to the side for the old see you later. But he looks like he's getting ready to go to like Niagara Falls. You know, people always get all dressed up in their ponchos and stuff at Niagara Falls. That's what he looks like here. He is wrapped all over the place so that jacket does not bleed onto the plastic, which, is one of the worst things, if not the absolute worst thing about Jazzwares figures to me. So we got this plastic wrapping all over this figure. And how the heck am I even going to get this off? Jeez, he is wrapped. Like I said, he is wrapped up. A full-on skirt going on here. Just a lot going on with this. And it's wrapped into the arms. I mean, I understand, hey, they don't want it bleeding. I don't either. But, man, we got to get a fix for that. Because now nobody's going to leave this on their figure, this wrapping, this plastic wrapping. I mean, why would you leave that on your figure? But you're going to want to display Malakai Black, of course, with his robes on, things like that. And you're kind of getting that taken away from you. There we go. Pop that middle section off. Pull that off. That's probably the best way to go about it. But I don't know. I don't want him to get all stained up, but I also want to display him with one of these robes on and things. So that is awfully disappointing with this one. I just got a bad feeling it is going to be staining, but we'll see what happens. Let me put this head back on. This is the head that came in the package. It was clapped in separately from the body. There it is. wild, absolutely wild from the get-go here. And I guess let's start breaking this figure down. Let's break down the articulation, let's describe it, then we'll get into some of these extra accessories, some of these extra packs here. But it is, of course, Malakai Black. The minute you see this, you can't miss all these tattoos. He's got to be the most tattooed wrestler in the world right now. I don't know who else. Brody King might be right up there with him, I guess. But he has tattoos everywhere, and boy, they look good. I love the color, love all the different ones going on. I mean, a lot of work, a lot of paint goes into this figure. Nobody wants that stain, and that's what just makes me so nervous about some of these robes and things staining this actual figure. But very, very cool. All the tattoos are there. Man, oh man, I just can't imagine how many hours of tattoo work he has spent in his life sitting in those chairs getting that done. Breaking down the articulation, of course, arms go all the way around. Bicep cut, double jointed pinless elbows, absolutely here for this all day. Hands removable, of course, hands back and forth. You do got butterfly shoulders on him, extremely tight butterfly shoulders. I will put that out there, very tight. The arms do come out, so there's a little plastic left in there. But we do know the arms are removable, of course. I probably got a little plastic in this one, too. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. There we go. But you got butterfly shoulders on that. You got the big hula hoop at the top. You got the waist articulation. He can do those big old Aleister Black splits. He loves a good splits. And then you got the thigh cut. And then you got double jointed pinless knees. Absolutely love that. You got a boot cut. You got ankles back and forth, side to side. And then you got that McFarlane toe articulation. We're off to the races right there. He does got really good boots, really good knee pads here, and they got kind of that ribbed flavor there. A little of that going on. You got painted on forearm tape, black trunks, then you got a little design on the back of the trunks as well. This head that came on this figure here is a mask. The mask is not removable. It is molded onto the face, but look at those huge antlers. Just absolutely wild. The skull, I don't know if those are like barnacles or tree growth or whatever you call that over that mask. But absolutely cool. Then you got Aleister's eye behind there, that white contact lens he puts in. You can see his beard. You can even see some face paint underneath there if you need to. So absolutely wild figure, just as is right here. Just really, really cool. Does he fit on a ringside collectible Jazzware stand? Now, most do, a few have not, but I have to think he will. And look at that. He fits perfectly there. So I'm going to stick him off to the side right there as we dive into some of this stuff here as well. Some of these different things he comes with. This Supreme figure is loaded. It is loaded for bear. It's got everything you could ever want in a Supreme figure here. It's almost one of those things where it's almost overwhelming. It's like, I don't know which way to go with this. I like so many different things here. Off to the races. See you later. Little Spider-Man style. Bam! See you later. Didn't go very far. It is overwhelming. It's almost like I don't even know which way to go. It's like there's too much. I never thought a company could give us too much stuff. And that's almost the way it feels with this Aleister Black. I'm not even going to say almost. This is the way it feels here. There is so much detail, so many extra heads, so many different robes. See you later. See you later. So many different looks for him. I don't even know where to start. Don't even know where to start. See you later. Goodbye. But I guess we'll start with the hands. How about? Maybe we'll start there. Now, he comes with 2 gripping hands. And then we get 2 fisted hands. Man, I'm here for the fist all day. You guys remember going all the way back to Series 1 Unrivaled? I was screaming in every single series video, where's the fist? Where's the fist? Where's the fist? Jazzware's finally coming with 2 fists. They've been better about the fist as of late. Beautiful fist on him. Of course, tattoos on the hands, everything else as we're used to. But that's it for hands, and I guess they said, let's get rid of some hands, and we'll give some extra heads, as this is the Supreme figure with the most heads we've had so far. Do we look at the heads? Let's look at this vest first. We'll look at this vest. Crazy black vest going on here. It's got all kinds of stuff. Almost looks like a skeleton bone. I mean, the spine and the ribs and all that kind of stuff going back there. Very cool detail on this one. All one color, all black. I'm not a good enough expert to know if there was any color in this. I'm guessing not, because they've seemingly went all out on the Supreme stuff. But we do get a vest for him. We do get another cloak action going on. I guess almost like a poncho, I guess I would call this one. You got the hole for the head right there. Just put them over him. Choose your own adventure. You want the vest? You want the ponchos? You want all of them at the same time? Hey, choose your own adventure. Do what you want to do. All black, torn, tattered, very similar to that. Then we move on over here to the extra set of legs. Now, Cody Rhodes, Britt Baker, Kenny Omega. You could easily grab an old Unrivaled, an old Unmatched, and because we get 2-in-1s without the top torso, you could get one of those old figures, move that over for those guys. Aleister Black, at this point in time, this is his only figure. And you can't just use a Matt Jackson torso. You can't just use somebody else's torso to plug in here. That is just not going to work, unfortunately. I wish we had another Aleister Black, Malakai Black figure out right now because we could pop that on. So I'm going to have to wait for the Unrivaled, Unmatched version down the line, and I will get one of those, and I'll plug that in there, and you can have 2 figures in one. I love that with the Supreme line, but it's a little frustrating in this case with him being first time in the Jazzwares line as a Supreme. But we'll get there. We always do. We'll get there. But this lower half is the exact same as here. The big difference here is the Muay Thai trunks he's wearing here instead of the traditional wrestling figure tights. So depends, how do you like your Malakai Black? I like mine in tights. I do. I like him in tights. But this is a look, and he still kind of goes back and forth. Obviously, Malakai Black is not on TV currently, but it looks like he might be coming back. We've seen some vignettes as of late, so we might be seeing him sooner rather than later as I throw that stand off. But let's plug this in. We'll give it the look here. Oh, pop that head off, which I guess is fine because we're done talking about that head. Let's pop on one of these other heads here. Let's pop on this crazy one. Man, they did not mess around on the head department for this one. Absolutely insanity. 3, 4, 5 heads, like I said, for this guy. And a lot of people are claiming this to be the action figure of the year for the Jazzwares brand. Some people saying all of wrestling. Some people are saying all figures all together. This is the figure of the year. It is really, really good. You guys know I like stuff like this. All right, this head here, keeping on the woodland creature diet here, as we got more antlers. We got some like things hanging off the antlers. I don't even know, beads and rope, things like that. Then you get Aleister Black's head behind that. This mask is not removable, just like the last one. And I think I like the idea of this. You got this many heads. Let's just keep them on there. Don't make it removable. Then it'll get lost. Maybe it won't stay on as well. So I like the way they went with the strategy right here. But another crazy, absolute insanity, wild head on Malakai Black. And we'll just pop one of these on while we talk about the last 3 heads here. All right, what do we got with this one? This is just kind of a regular Joe Malakai Black. You know, you got the tattoo, you got the darkness under the eyes, you got the contacts, you got the beard, you got the hair, you got the tattoos on the head. He's got a little bit of a smiling face, but it's almost like he's just showing his front teeth. Like his front teeth are hanging over. So I'm not the biggest fan. Out of the 2 we've seen so far, this is my least favorite of the 3. Not a huge fan of this head sculpt. How about this one? We're just going to play let's move through the head sculpt game here today. This one, once again, he's like cheesing again. He's like, you got the big old teeth showing on. I don't know. I don't know if that works for him. I think a more stoic look works better for Malakai Black than some of these open mouths. So you're showing the teeth, showing a little bit about bottom teeth on this one. We do have a little bit more face paint going on this go around, where this one just had the tattoo under the eye. This has got the white face paint around that he's been wearing as of recently. Same hairdo, same beard, things like that. And then this final head here, I think this might be the plain Jane head to go with. I like him with a more stoic look. That's what we get right here. Stoic, no mouth open, got the face paint, got the black around the eye, got all that stuff. Same hairdo, same beard. I think this is the one to go for. And man, this as is right here is a phenomenal figure. If this was like in an Unrivaled or Unmatched set, very easily could say, this is the best figure here, and this is if it just came with this. It didn't come with anything else. Look at all the paint, look at all this. I mean, it's just a very clean, beautiful looking figure. Like I said, I think the stoic is the way to go outside of the crazy horn heads and stuff. And I got to be honest, this is a figure that maybe it is worth getting 2 Supremes to unbox. I talked about the torso swap with an Unrivaled Unmatched. This one could actually be worth just buying 2 because there's so many good heads with this one. There's so much you could do. Just absolutely wild, absolutely wild. And like I said, it does hurt my head trying to figure out all the different combinations you could do. Different body styles, different torsos, different heads, different cloaks. I mean, there's probably 20 different Aleister Black combinations you could make out of this. And once again, Malakai Black, it's going to take me a while. He's going to always be Aleister Black to me. But boy, oh boy, is this a slam dunk figure. I'm not going to straight up say this is the figure of the year, but I got to think it's in the top 10 for sure. It is a fabulous, fabulous figure. I can't wait to see where this line continues to go and grow. It's a very interesting line, but man, you get a lot for your money on this one. That is for sure. So there he is, Aleister Black, Malakai Black once again. I'll get it right one of these days. But let's compare him to some of his other figures from, of course, Mattel, the Elite line. I believe is this the NXT one? You can see right off the bat how much smaller these Mattels are to this Jazzware one here. And then, of course, you do get the, gosh, I don't even remember the series numbers for these, but we did get the Chase. One of the worst chases ever. The knee pad was the only difference. I mean, what was that all about? But we did get that, and then we got another regular release. So Malakai Black, or Aleister Black in this case, has had quite a few figures over the last few years. And I got to think Jazzwares is going to pump them out pretty good. We'll see him in Unmatched. We'll see him in Unrivaled. I believe we have a suit edition coming, maybe another planar edition, just to, switch the bodies around, things like that. So I think he's looking pretty bright. Hopefully he comes back to TV shortly. Honestly, I was kind of hoping he'd go back to the WWE myself, but we'll see what he can do in the AEW. He's just getting started over there, but it sounds like something's up. The wave is kind of up and down, up and down. I don't know. I guess we'll stay tuned and find out what's going on there. But one thing I know for sure is this Supreme, top-notch, a must-have, a strongly recommended figure. You cannot beat this one. And he is currently up. Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle, save 10%. I can't remember if he's back in stock, but if he should be before year's end. So you should be able to get another one of these for Christmas if you are in the market. Or if you play out long game, he's got to be in the stores, I have to think. Sometime early 2023. I guess we'll see what happens with that. But can't beat this one. What say you guys out there in YouTube land? You picking up old Malakai Black? You grabbing this figure? You all in on this figure? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some, as you guys know. And don't forget about the Patreon, where you can get early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, Q&As, giveaways, you name it. There's a lot going on over at the old Patreon channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And then don't forget to hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 is where you'll find me on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Supreme Series 2, Malakai Black, I'm Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.